What is going on, YouTube, TTM family, and all the Wall Street bettors out there? Today is a very great day to be in the stock market, even a better day to be alive, guys. So with that being said, slap that like button on your way in, and we are about to begin. My friend, just pulling up the chat for you guys really quick. My boy Derek, what's good? All right, guys, we about to kick this one off. Slap that like on your way in, guys. If you didn't hit that like button yet, go on ahead and slap. 19 of us watching, 11 likes. Come on, guys, let's slap that like button. First stock we're going to talk about, of course, SDC Smile Direct, guys. Now, my boy Dr. Pumpus back at it again with another live chat. Thank you for that live chat, Doc. It really does help us here at the YouTube channel. Quick question, Doc. Are you in TTM trading? Did you join the Discord yet? You will love the energy. Thanks, Ryan. All right, Doc, I got you right after we talk about SDC. We got to brief the group really quickly about this one. Okay, guys, now SDC, guys, let's take a look here at the analysis so far. We see a lot of buying going on here in the stock. Large scale orders in the last 5 days, like we spoke about yesterday, guys. And in last night's video, I was telling you guys, if we see this green, if we see some large scale orders coming into the stock today, it was obvious that this thing was going to push up in price. But we do see the small being outperformed by the outflow small. Why? Because people are cashing in some of those gains. If we look here at the day chart, SDC was in a downtrend, okay? It's looking as though we are out of that. And by us filling that gap, guys, gives us a green light that SDC can continue to move in price next week. Now, depending on how this thing starts moving towards the close, guys, will really give us an idea where this stock can land next week. Now, of course, us at TTM Trading and here on the YouTube channel, guys, we do have an early seat here. So with that being said, guys, we're not in a panic or anything, but by us having this early seat in the stock, and a lot of people isn't on the SDC bandwagon just yet, but next week, I do believe a lot of other people are going to catch on to this play. And from there, guys, this thing can take off. If we look here back at the statistics, as you can see here, 52-week high is $16.08. We're currently sitting at $6.75. And 52-week low being $44.63 gives us a risk versus reward assessment, and the reward is in our favor, okay? Now, seeing as though that this thing is high in volume, guys, if we take a look here at the markets and look at most active stocks, SDC is the second most active stock here today, okay? With a lot of volume coming in, guys. Over 100 million shares been moved around so far today. That is outstanding, okay? Now, back to the chart. Now, looking here at the date at the 1 minute chart, guys, these short ladder attacks is obvious here. As you can see here, drove the price down pretty dramatically. But that is fine with me, guys, seeing that this thing went from $7.42 and it dropped down off short ladder attacks gives me an idea that this isn't a sell-off. In fact, guys, the short ladder attack coming into play reinsures us that this thing isn't done running. Okay, guys, them trying to manipulate the price tells us one thing, that this thing is going to hit the moon, guys. Now, we did punch above the VWAP here recently, hitting that $6.93. We did have a wall set up at 637. I want to say 637, guys. We challenged the VWAP a few times right here, and it wasn't to my surprise that we broke through it. Now, we're going to be challenging it again here pretty soon, guys. Now, if we break through it this time, I do believe we will stay above it, okay? I hate when this chat does that. I hate when the stream goes down like that, because it went down on my phone, guys. So me try to do this again. Sorry about that, guys. It's just I'm actually looking at the live chat off my phone, guys, and it just kicked me out for some reason. Do you guys have the same problem? It's like it does that the first 2 minutes that we're in. Ryan never goes down. We got two Ryans, Ryan Mack and Ryan Miller. But anyway, though, guys, since we're back in action, looking here at SDC, turnover rate is in our favor. 28.15% is looking very ideal for us right now. Estimated borrow fee is 5.75%. Now, Monday, that thing is going to be much higher. Now, this isn't a short squeeze target. If you ask me, guys, this is a trade, not an investment right now, guys. This is more of a trade. Now, we see a lot of options being bought here. And the options community is telling us something, guys. A lot of people are buying calls on this play. A lot of the options world knows something we don't. Now, looking here at the options, guys, that they're looking very good. They did jump in price tremendously this morning. Okay, guys, so a lot of these options plays are in the money right now. My boy Dr. Pumpus wants to talk about NAOV, guys. Okay, NAOV, Nano Vibronics. We take a look here at the day chart. As you can see here, Nano has been in a downtrend from its high $4.19. Okay, but it is looking as though this thing is starting to plateau and trade sideways, which is a key indicator that this thing is cooking. Now, when we see stuff like this, guys, it's a key indicator that this stock is about to break through or break down. But in my best guess, guys, this thing is going to break through. Now, the reason why I say that is because the low turnover rate, as well as this short volume, anytime we see a lot of short volume, guys, the stock is ready to break out once the volume picks up. Now, if we skip over to the analysis really quickly, check out that order flow distribution. This stock as well, for large scale orders, looks as though that it is setting itself up for a run here pretty soon. Beats and Jason Beatritz has just sent us another super chat, guys. He sent us $2. Thank you for that. It really does help us here on the channel. Not only that, guys, it does let me know you guys appreciate the things that I do here, the hard work that I put into these videos, and it keeps me going, guys. But back to NAOV. Looking here at NAOV, guys, like I said, the large scale orders in the last 5 days is looking as though it is setting us up for a run. Now, we do see the small being outperformed, but look here, guys, it's Friday. We're going to see a lot of that going on. But looking at the analysts and checking out this support and resistance line, guys, we recently broke through their support through the resistance. We're currently under it, but with this upcoming run that NAOV is about to see, I'm strongly believing that we're going to pass that resistance and pass it by a lot. Okay, even though we see this short volume with the average volume being 22.90 million, guys, currently sitting, and the volume currently sitting at 1.14 million, that isn't a bad sign here due to the fact that these large scale orders, okay, low volume with large scale orders is a key indicator of a breakthrough about to happen. All right. Thanks again, guys, for the super chats. It really does help. Okay. And don't forget, guys, share the stream link if you can on Stock Twitch Top 5 Trending Stocks. It really does boost the chat numbers. Okay. But the next stock I want to take a look at, guys, and that is CEI. CEI is just not stopping, guys, day after day. Yes, we will talk about ATER. But day after day, CEI is just pushing in price, guys. We're sitting very, very good on CEI. Okay, guys, and this is the real reason why I was telling you guys, this isn't the time to sell. CEI is going to push towards that 52-week high, guys. Do not sell yourself short. Do not leave any money on the table. The way that CEI is moving, we're going to see slowly but gradual gains. These red days is giving us support levels. Okay, that is very, very key. Now we see a high turnover rate. Young Rocco. Rocco said he's mad. What you mad about, Rock? Ryan, we'll get to car as well. I was fixing to sell it, bro. Thanks. What you was about to sell, CEI? Pac-Man? I hope not. CEI is going to continue to move, man. Just look at this thing. If you do plan on selling it, just sell some, because the way CEI is moving currently, I'm very, very comfortable with this. We see support. With these red days, we're building support on our way up. And we're going to pass that 52-week high, guys. I'll bet my portfolio on it. Looking here at the order flow distribution, though, these last days right here, it is somewhat calming down our movement. But I'm fine with that, because we look here on the 13th and the 14th. Those are some huge orders that came in the stock, guys. Now, if we look here at the small, it is being outperformed today. That is something we tend to not see every day here in CEI. But due to the fact that it is Friday, that is something we expect. Okay, people are cashing in those gains. Now, back to the 1-minute chart, though. As you can see here, currently sitting above the VWAP, comfortably sitting above the VWAP. I do believe we can break today's high, which is $1.84. Looking at the pre-market, though, guys. Whoops. Looking here at the pre-market. Pre-market wasn't too fancy today. The type of movement we like to see. Dr. Pumpus came through again. Dr. Pumpus just sent us another super chat. Thank you so much for that super chat, Doc. It really does help. CRVS and FORG. I got you. See, Doc looks out, guys. Doc really looks out for you guys here in the chat, because a lot of people don't know anything about the super chats, doesn't understand how they work. So Doc really does be looking out for you guys. He gets your ticker seen. So you guys might want to thank him. Now, looking here at these likes, we got 48 likes, guys. Pump those likes up. We got 109 people watching. It doesn't take $1 or a dime to push that like button. Okay, guys, please, please, please push that like button. It really does help the video grow. Okay, it triggers YouTube into recommending the video to new users. Okay. So it really does go a long way, guys. But back to CEI. My boy Pac-Man. Thanks, Pac. It really does help. Amanda. Pac just sent us $2.50. Thanks for that super chat, Pac. Amanda sent us a super chat as well. Thank you for that. She wants to talk about XELA and any. We're going to get right to that. Pac-Man, if you got a stock you want to talk about, message Black Nicholson. if you forgot to drop your ticker in there. But we're going to talk about CRVS here pretty soon, FORG, as well as XELA and any, guys. That is next up. Okay, and don't forget, smash that like button. It really does help, guys. We got 69 right now. We're closing in towards 100. Now, back to the topic at hand. All right. Now, Shelly just sent us $3. Thanks for that super chat, Shelly. It really does help. We're going to be talking about AUUD as well. Guys, you guys are killing that super chat, man. You guys make my day. You guys let me know that I am doing the right thing here. But like I was saying about CEI, guys, moving phenomenal. If you're still in the play with us, I recommend you guys hold off, okay? If you feel as though that you want to shave off some of your position, lock in some of those gains, that is recommended, but selling your position off completely is not recommended whatsoever due to the fact that the movement, and we're building support levels on the way up, okay? We're building support. Look at this day chart, guys. Look at this day chart. Guys, I would divorce my wife for this day chart, okay? I hope she's not watching this live stream because I will be in the doghouse for that, okay? But looking here at the value, tremendous, okay? High value. Shares outstanding, okay? That is getting smaller, of course, but turnover rate is 101%. But we know we're going to see a high turnover rate on Fridays, okay? Now, Dr. Pump is looking out for the community here in the chat. You dropped a super chat so Jason can hear his tickers. I love that energy, guys. I love the camaraderie. Like I said, this is a big family, guys. I got the best subscribers on YouTube for sure. Now, let's see. My boy Jason wants to talk about CRVS. Shout out to you, Jason, for coming and checking in these videos. CRVS. Okay, now in case you guys don't know about what happened today, what is going on with CRVS? So it's not any corporate news that happened today. So this is most likely just buying pressure going on the stock. Now, looking here at this turnover rate, it's high, it's expected. Look at this leap, look at that gap, that is expected. But a lot of people say when you see a gap like this, it has to be filled. That is incorrect, guys. It has to be the opposite. A drop gap has to be filled instead of a jump gap, okay? So let's take a look here at the 1 minute chart. 1 minute chart is just, oh, okay. We see what's going on. I see what's going on here. And you know what's crazy, guys? I just got a message from my wife. Uh-oh. I think I said the wrong things here, guys. But looking here, we see some institutional buy-ins coming in here in the stock, which caused some buying pressure on it. Let's take a look here at the pre-market yesterday. That's when this thing started rolling. Okay. Now, pre-market, extreme. Now, guys, like I always tell you, wait until the opening share price to react to the share price. See how the market reacts to the opening price. And as you can see here, the way the market reacts to this price was a slight selling motion, but nothing to brag about, guys. But this thing just took off instantly. Okay, we did punch under the VWAP a few times, but the way we are trading now, I do believe we will close above the VWAP, which is currently $4.05 right now. We're going to get back to SDC as well, young. We talked about it. That was the first ticker we dropped, SDC. You know I had to do that one. But we're going to talk about that next. Now, not next, but we're going to get to it after the super chats. But as you can see here, looking here though, guys, I do think we can punch that high. Okay. And if we do that, it's to the moon. Looking here at that high turnover rate isn't too concerning due to the fact it's Friday. And look at that huge gap up. A lot of people are excited to cash in those gains. We see this large scale order being phenomenal today. Not too much movement in the days in the past on the 15th, 14th, and 13th. Okay, so seeing this type of large scale order comes into play does affect the stock a lot. Okay, now we do see the small outperforming the inflow. Like I was telling you guys earlier in this video, we're going to see a lot of that happening today. due to the fact that it's Friday. So with that being said, guys, as far as grabbing this stock, if you bought this stock, guys, it'd be a best thing to sell it today. I wouldn't hold it over the weekend because I expect Monday to see some pullback on this thing. Okay, pullback. It should pull back during the aftermarket with people cashing in some of those gains. Now, the next stock we're going to talk about here, and that is FORG, Forge Rock. Forge Rock is seeing buying pressure. This all started yesterday's pre-market, of course. Started yesterday's pre-market. Currently sitting at 44.30. But what is strange here is this low volume. Okay, so let's check this analysis out. My theory for a low volume should be some high inflow is what's pushing this stock, and that is what we see here. Okay, seeing large scale orders in the last 2 days gives me an indicator that this thing just now started trading. Okay, 2 days ago. Now, the 16th opened at $35. We're currently sitting at 44. Okay, this is a hot IPO. Looking here, though, the first day, large scale orders came out to play. But today, they jumped in massively, guys. Now, I want to take a look here at yesterday's movement for this stock so we can see what was played yesterday. Huge institutional drop right at the bell, right at the open, first minute. But we see an institutional candle here, institutional candle here. Okay, guys, and that just caused a lot of buying pressure. Real spotty trading during yesterday's pre-market. Okay, but we do see a lot of movement during yesterday's aftermarket was very spotty. Today's pre-market was very good. Opened right out the gate. Huge orders coming in. People had their orders set. And as you can see here, just pushing the price. Now, large-scale orders did come into play, and they're here throughout the whole day, guys. This large-scale order today is looking very, very good. But to my surprise, guys, people are holding. People are holding right now. That low turnover rate is very appealing right now. We see all 3 scales outperforming the outflow, which is a huge indicator that money is coming in, not too much is coming out. So with that being said, guys, this thing can continue to move up next week. Okay, so with that being said, make sure you guys play it smart. Dr. Pumpus is just lame. My wife's birthday today. Could you please do a shout out to Danielle? She's a follower and invested into SENS and WMG. Okay, got you. All right, Danielle, I want to say happy birthday to Danielle, guys. Can everybody in the chat drop a happy birthday, Danielle? Throw some confetti up or something. Today is her birthday. If you don't, well, that's something we don't supposed to ask how old a lady is, but I hope she enjoyed her day. Doc, I hope you guys do something very exciting today. We have been making money all across the board in the stock market, and you too deserve to have a very good day today. I hope you guys enjoy your day. Not only that, have some little fun for me, guys, because I'm going to be working all day today, so doing due diligence. So I hope you guys enjoy your day. Happy birthday, Danielle. Happy birthday. Thanks a lot for that, Dr. Pumpus. A lot of people don't do things like that, and I know that probably made her day, you doing that for her. So good guy, man. Dr. Pumpus is a good guy. Anytime you come here into the chat, guys, some people that don't send the super chat, he looks out for them, and he drops the super chat with their ticker. So good guy, man. Round of applause for Dr. Pumpus, guys. Bryant Jimenez. My boy Brian just sent us $5 on the super chat. Thanks a lot, Brian. It really does go a long way for the channel, okay? It really does go a long way. But back to the ticker. Back to the ticker, guys. Looking here at this ticker, that large scale, guys, is massive. These type of numbers, low turnover rate, But what is more impressive than anything is the shares outstanding compared to the free float. Okay, guys, that is close to 7/8 of the shares are being held right now. So the buying and selling of retail investors are magnified. Okay, magnified by a lot. Thanks, guys, for shouting out Danielle, man. She deserves it. So was able to see another year, man. That's a blessing. Okay. But yeah, though, guys, this thing can be a runner throughout next week. Large scale order coming in like this, low turnover rate, shares, a lot of shares are being held. Free float is looking very, very good. Low volume is a key. If anytime a stock shoots up like this with low value, really don't have to look at the order flow distribution. That tells us right there that the large scale order is controlling this thing, and it is controlling it by a lot, doubling the outflow, more than doubling the outflow. So guys, green light is on this stock. I do suggest to buy it, even at this price. I'm not telling you guys to go all in on it, but just get your feet wet. Trust me, guys, you will benefit from that. Now, the next stock we're going to talk about here, I haven't forgot about you, Shelby. I haven't forgot about you. We're going to talk about AUUD. And Brian, if you got a ticker you want to talk about, message Black Nicholson it. You did drop a super chat. I don't know if you forgot to drop your ticker or what. Okay, we're going to talk about Opad as well, guys, and SDC. So let's take a look here at XELA for Amanda. XELA. Now, large scale orders is maybe setting itself for a run. It's hard to tell right now because if we add up all the large scale outflow orders, it is still weighing heavy. But let's look at that. Turnover rate is in our favor. Free float is okay. Low volume. Low volume, which tells us, I just said it, guys. Large scale orders are being in play. But as you can see here, this thing just cranked up in price during the pre-market today. Cranked up in price in the pre-market, seeing as though that this first candle here is an institutional wick. Okay, this as well. So expect those things to exit. That's how they play it here. But looking at this VWAP though, guys, right at the beginning of the day, we were above it. We've been trading under it for quite some time. We're currently sitting under the VWAP. That low turnover rate is looking okay. Looking here at the day chart, XELA is in an overall downtrend. Okay, from the first of this month. So the beginning of this month, this thing just have been in a downtrend. But if we zoom in here though, guys, it is looking as though we're trading sideways with some stagnant trading. Okay, now if we see this type of trading Friday, stagnant, because we can't go off for 3 days, but if we see like 5 stagnant days, guys, this stock is cooking, setting itself up for a run or a breakthrough. We're going to break down or break through. Looking here at the support and resistance line though, guys, from our resistance currently is $3.91, with support being $1.58. So wide range right now. That being said, this stock can either fall or break that resistance, guys. Looking here at the estimated borrow fee though, it's 11.50%. It isn't too high. Okay, so that being said, this isn't a short squeeze target, guys. Now, my expectations for Monday, though, guys, is another slow day. As you can see here, the average volume is 73.55 million. With the volume, today's volume is only 5.80 so far. So low volume. Okay, low volume, trading sideways. This thing is cooking. Either we can see another drop, or this thing can come out this falling wedge, guys. XELA should be in your watch list. Okay, if you're not in the stock, guys, I'm not saying go out there and buy it. Let's see what Monday brings. Okay. And oh yeah, guys, I just want to make sure, I just want to get everyone aware. We're going to be announcing the raffle today. We're going to be raffling off a MacBook Pro. Okay, guys, a MacBook Pro. We're going to be having a raffle. Okay, we're going to be talking about it in the Discord, and my future videos is going to have the link to the raffle and the info about the raffle in the description moving forward, guys. So if you want to jump in, that raffle tickets is only $25. You'll be able to buy as many tickets as you want, guys. And this is a sweet, sweet laptop. Trust me. And guys, the giveaway date for the laptop will be Black Friday. Okay. So just something just for to help someone out there with their trading. We know you guys like Apple products. You know, me personally is a PC guy. You know, us PC guys and Apple guys are like Superman and Batman. We both mean good, but we envy each other. So let's take a look here at any though, guys. A lot of people are worried about sprt 3D. Now, looking here though, guys, stagnant trading. Stagnant trading, up days, down days, but guess what? We're not falling down on that support, guys. We got huge support here at $5.62 is our support here. Now, seeing that, we're currently sitting at $6.50. Assess risk versus reward, okay? If, with that, knowing that, guys, if we have support at $5.50, around those levels, $5.62 to be exact, and we're currently sitting at $6.50. Risk versus reward, guys, tells you the reward is in our favor right now. The most that you are looking down on is a $1.50 drop. Now, percent-wise, $1.50 from that, that's a little bit more than 25%. Okay. Now, I don't think we are going anywhere towards those levels whatsoever here in any, due to the fact that any is a crypto mining stock. They do have a huge catalyst coming up. So the closer we get towards that, guys, we're going to start seeing some speculative buying, okay? And once that 60K mining rigs gets announced, that 52-week high is going to look like a 52-week low, guys. Okay? But the 52-week low being $1.23, guys, tells us a lot about this stock. Now, like I've been preaching to you guys all the time, the reason why this stock is trading sideways is because of the money that they did raise did stray away a lot of retail investors. But the savvy retail investors knows what's going on, guys. They made the right call. Any is in a good place. Any is making good corporate calls. They raised money instead of actually going into debt to get those 60K mining rigs paid for. Thus, they're keeping their balance sheet looking good. Okay, balance sheet is still looking good here. So that is a very good attraction to long-term investors, guys. All in all, any is a buy in my book. If you guys were at the 1198, you should have averaged down a long time ago. Okay, but if you didn't, you have time now. If you're eyeing any, I will get my feet wet right now, 10% of my buying power, and just see where it brings us next week. Okay, if we come down to $5 and you only use 10% of your buying power, you do have dry powder to average down, guys. That is very important. Not going all in on these plays, guys. Yes, you can make a lot of money going all in on plays, but not all the time we're going to see these type of bull markets. Okay, we're going to see a bear market here pretty soon. So with that being said, guys, we have to implement these trading techniques. These trading techniques are very important. Now, before I say anything else, we have 86 thumbs up, 86 likes on this video, guys. We got currently 133 people watching. So, guys, can you please take the time and push this past 100 likes? Let's see it. All right, let's see that, guys. We'll check back in 5 minutes. Let's see how quick you guys are on your feet on that one. But all in all, guys, any is still the play. Okay, I'm still holding any shares. I don't plan on selling them things until I hear the revenue that they make after they acquire the 60K mining rigs. Okay, guys. I'm a long-term investor, by the way. Now, the next stock we're going to talk about, shout out to Shelly. Shelly wants to talk about AUUD, guys. Shelly wants to talk about AUUD. Just going through the live chat right now, guys. Just checking you guys out before we talk about it. So sell Opad in case increase any position. Okay, dude, I should have been. And another thing, guys, we're gonna start shorting. We're gonna start shorting stocks. Yeah, man. What's your average cost? What's your average cost, Evan? But let's go back to AUUD. What's your average cost, Evan? Drop it in the chat, and I will talk to you directly on that one. Cause seeing that drop, I really think 1758. So hold on, let me check this out for him really quick, because it sounds like this guy is in a bad predicament. 1758. All right, guys, we're gonna have to come back to this and talk to you guys about that one. We're gonna talk to you guys about that one. But Shelly wants to talk about AUUD, guys. Now, yesterday, this is what I want to tell you guys. If a stock is in a falling wedge, like we see here, as you can see, this thing was just falling. Anytime a stock fall like that and it shoots up in price, guys, you do not want to buy that thing on the green day. But what's so special about this stock that I'm seeing, we do see some high spike days. Okay, so that can happen again anytime soon. But you do not want to be buying on these green days due to the fact that a red one will be coming in pretty fast. Seeing that this low turnover rate on an 11% drop tells me one thing. Okay, guys, you guys have been watching the channel enough to know what that tells us. That tells us that large scale is kicking butt today. Large scale kicking butt today, guys. Not only that, the small scale is kicking butt today. With that low volume, though, low volume like this, and see it drop that much, we know it was some institutional pullouts right here, guys. Now, the reason why we see those institutional pullouts, because anytime a stock is in a falling wedge like this, and we see a nice green day, 23% gain, expect those institutions to lock in some of that money the very next day. Okay, guys, because seeing these type of spikes in this stock looks like a day trader's heaven to me. Now, let's check those thumbs. 103 likes already, guys. I appreciate that a lot. In case you guys didn't know, these likes goes a long way. It recommends, the more likes the video gets, guys, it forces YouTube to recommend the video to newer viewers. So you guys are helping the channel grow just by hitting that like button. So can you guys, 146, guys, let's get that thing up to 115. Now back to the, okay, my boy said Ader. Oh, guys, we just got another super chat from Lady NB. Love your channel. Sorry I couldn't send you more. I'm unemployed at the moment. Can we talk about BHTG? Lady NB, honestly, $1 would have been just as good. Just as good, because it really isn't so much about the money. It's just when you guys drop a ticker, it puts it right in my face, because not everyone is dropping tickers. Some people are just talking. Some people are talking to others in the live chat. So, and I do it in order. So once I get all the live chats out the way, guys, then I go back up to the top of the chat and I go down in order, because this live chat be moving pretty fast. But again, thanks, Lady NB. It really does help the channel more than you think. So with that being said, we're going to talk about BHTG here in a minute. But looking here at AUD, guys, low turnover rate. The free flow compared to the shares outstanding is very well in our favor. Let's take another look here at the order flow distribution really quickly. Looking at that large scale, all three scales outperforming the inflow right now, guys. As you can see, that is what's dragging the stock down, more so the large scale. Now, this isn't a time to be panicking. If you were at the high yesterday, $3.17, I would give it some time to average down. Let's see where Monday brings us, or even this aftermarket. Okay, guys, just because the next day go red, do not panic, do not average down. Give it some time because it can fall down even further, which will give you a better cost average if you're long on the stock. If you don't like selling for a loss, take that route. Don't try to average down right away on the next red day, because the day after that can be a green day and it could pick you up. So that average down wouldn't have even been needed. Okay, guys. And like I said, guys, these tips that I'm giving you guys will make you a better trader. In fact, guys, it will stray you away from trading off emotions. Okay. Now, the next stock we're going to talk about here. Next stock I'm going to talk to you guys about is BHTG. Lady NB wants to talk about this stock, guys. Shout out to Lady NB for that super chat. BHTG. Bio High Tech. Let's take a look here at this day chart really quickly. Okay. Seeing as though that this thing gets on a uptrend, recent uptrend from that low, $1.16. It's showing us, as you can see here, guys, this thing rose up in price, created a stair step. Now it is looking as though this thing could be on its next leg up. Okay, guys, let's take a look here at the 1 minute chart and see what was really going on behind the scenes today. Very spotty trading, low volume stock. So with this spotty trading, guys, let's take a look here at the analysis and see who was doing all the work today. Shows us the small and medium. So really we have a lot of retail investors buying stock right now, not too much institutions doing anything right now. Low institutions owning this stock. Okay, they only own 1.82 million shares right now. Institutions doesn't have that much sway in this thing, but let's see why. Let's look at this income statement, balance sheet. Balance sheet is looking good. It's looking good. The total assets does outweigh the total liabilities, but the gap isn't too big. Okay, guys. So it's an okay balance sheet. The only concern I have here on this balance sheet is the debt to asset. That's the only thing. Their ability to pay back their debt isn't too efficient. So far as a long-term play, this stock doesn't appeal to me. But looking here at the day chart, it does have, you can make some money on this stock, guys. You can make some money. We see low volume, though. The only thing this stock is missing is volume. In fact, guys, if volume rushed this stock, let's say this stock gets to 2 million volume one day, this stock is going to push past $2 very fast, guys. The only thing that it is missing is the volume. 20% on the estimated borrow fee. That is due to this uprise in price. And if we're on our next leg up, like I'm predicting, that estimated borrow fee is going to go up, which can cause shorts to close their positions, especially if we continue to trade sideways at these prices. See some stagnant trading. Shorts hate stagnant trading. They either like to see it go up so they can borrow some more shares at that high price and scale it down so they can recover some of their losses. But stagnant trading, guys, they're just paying an estimated borrow fee for really nothing. Okay, so with that being said, guys, I would put this in the watch list, though. Okay. I will put this in the watch list. Now, the next stock we're going to talk about, I want to take a quick look at SDC before we get on Opad. SDC is somewhat in a down, I wouldn't call it a downtrend, but from today's high, it is coming down in price. We saw that $7.42 coming down to $6.38. Currently under the VWAP. Now, guys, looking at SDC, a lot of guys in our Discord got early seats in this stock. Now, in case you guys don't know, the SDC bandwagon haven't even really started yet. Okay, seeing that we are coming down in price from the high, guys. It's Friday. It's expected to happen. But that turnover rate is very appealing, though, guys. Very appealing on a Friday. And not only that, the shares outstanding compared to that free float. The buying and selling of this stock is magnified. High value, guys. In fact, SDC has the high, is the second most active stock on today's trading. Now, me personally, guys, I'm going to be holding my SDC throughout the weekend because I strongly believe that the retail buying of this stock just now started. Okay, we just now started. We filled this gap, so we don't have to worry about jumping down, guys. I strongly believe that this stock can push towards $10. Okay, I'm not saying Monday it's going to shoot to $10. I'm not saying this aftermarket is going to shoot to $10, but this aftermarket today is going to be very, very interesting for SDC, guys, and moving forward, because if we look here at the news, guys, where is it at? 8th haircare stocks with some very unusual options trading going on here. Okay, a lot of people are buying calls right now. Now, does the option community know something we don't here, guys? So, with that being said, if you are in this play, if you're caught at the $7 high, do not sell for a loss. Okay, guys, this stock is going to continue to move up overall. I do not see this thing falling back to levels around $5. No, this thing isn't going to be going to $5.19. I strongly suggest you guys to hold out on that. Okay, high value, low turnover rate. And let's look at this order flow distribution really quickly. And as far as the order flow distribution go, guys, like I was telling you, large scale orders are setting itself for a run, a major run. So if we see a large scale order like we see here today, or even a bigger one, guys, this thing is going to pull numbers Monday. Okay, and to see this thing start off in the beginning of the week on a good note, SDC can be a big player moving forward, guys. Looking here at that 52-week high, $16.08. Compared to the 52-week low, risk versus reward is in our favor. Okay, we hit that 52-week low during this drop off. Okay, so seeing this, we came out that falling wedge, guys. Expect SDC to start being the talk of Reddit forums, comment sections, and all that, guys. Now let's talk about Opad. I'm going to talk about Opad, man. Now, Opad see a huge drop-off. Now, why did this happen? Anytime we shoot to the moon like this, guys, without any type of support drawbacks, expect something like this to happen. Now, if you were caught buying yesterday in the high 20s, the high 19s, or even $20. Now is the time to average down if you are long on the stock. I wouldn't sell it for a loss, though. I would average down because this stock is going to find itself in a swing cycle. It is looking as though Yes, it's Friday. People are cashing in some of those gains from yesterday's spike. But to see it drop over 34% is screaming swing cycle. Okay, a screaming swing cycle to me. If you take a look here at the analysis, order flow distribution. Okay, no movement whatsoever today in the large scale, but we do see that small outflow surpassing the inflow. Not by much, but that medium is trying to fight its way back, guys. But we don't too much pay attention to that. But let's take a look here at the institutional holdings. Institutional holdings tells us this company only owns 14.52% of outstanding shares, which isn't high. They don't have too much sway in this thing, guys. So they're not the ones really controlling what's going on. But I'm pretty sure they did do some pullout today. Take a look here at the 1 minute chart. And yes, we clearly see it. We clearly see an institutional pull is clearly right here, of course. But the downtrend started, guys, early this morning. Okay, the stock was actually moving in the right direction at first, even though the downtrend really started yesterday's aftermarket. But during today's trading, this stock actually started to trend upwards. Then it fell, guys. Fell under the VWAP and never came back. We see some short ladder attacks coming in as well. We take a look here at the estimated borrow fee. 111% is a key indicator that the shorts are going to play dirty games today, guys. They were going to do this anyway. Okay. Now, seeing that low turnover rate, though, it is okay. But all in all, though, guys, back to this day chart, this was the time to be averaging down. In fact, this swing cycle tomorrow can be a green day. Well, not tomorrow. The aftermarket can actually change course for this stock, which I believe it will. Not only that, guys, I do believe Monday will give back some of those. We'll give back some gains on this play. So if you can average down or hop in at this bottom, you will be doing yourself a favor and your portfolio will thank you for it. Let's see how many likes we got here. We got 118 guys, but we currently got 146 people watching. Okay, so with that being said, guys, let's pump this thing up to 130 thumbs up. It doesn't cost a thing to hit that like button. It's always that one guy. It's always that one guy leaving the thumbs down. I kind of got a few ideas on who it is, but that is okay with us. Now, next stock I want to take a look at really quickly, guys, is AMC. I gave a AMC prediction, guys. I got a lot of, every time I predict AMC, I get a lot of backlash, probably because I keep it real. I was telling my AMC prediction was we were going to see a red day. A lot of people told me I was wrong on that. Guys, you got to think of this. AMC tends to sell off on Fridays all of the time, man. Most of the time, 99.9% of the time. We see this thing draw back on a Friday. So with that being said, man, this was expected. This was expected, guys. Let's take a look here at AMC's analysis for today. And oh yeah, guys, if I'm looking past, if I haven't called your ticker yet, guys, it's due to the fact that I'm going down the line. And if you want your ticker to be heard right away, all you have to do is send a super chat. Doesn't matter the amount. It can be $2. It can be $3. It can be $1 if they allow that. Okay? It puts your ticker right in my face. I can't miss it. It pops up. It's highlighted. Everyone sees it. I sees it. And it catches my attention. Looking here at the small, though, guys, it's telling us one thing, that the retail investor is pulling out. The ape, the so-called ape, is pulling out. The diamond hand ape is the one drawing back right now. We do see the large scales coming in the stock. If we take a look here at the 1 minute chart, let's see where that large picked up in. Looking here though, guys, AMC large probably, okay, right at the pre-market, we see a large scale hopping in the stock. Seeing the downtrend, guys, hitting that high on today's trading, 46.38. Now, seeing as though, guys, we're currently sitting under $45, I do believe AMC can close lower than this. I do believe we can close around $43 here in AMC. With that being said, guys, AMC is seeing, let's see, AMC has been seeing lower volume each and every day. AMC volume is going away right now, guys. Not too many people are buying it. Not too many people are selling it like they once were. Not too many shares are being moved around right now, guys. The volume is fizzling out. I have some concerns for AMC, guys. People that are still hoping on this short squeeze to actually happen is delusional right now, guys. I know that hurts to hear. I know a lot of people are behind on AMC shares, but guys, you have to be honest with yourself sometimes. Okay, AMC is still trading above that low though. It's trading way above that 52-week low. If you look here at the 52-week low and look at the 52-week high, and people were still saying don't sell at $72, the short squeeze didn't happen. Well, guys, listening to others set you up for the okie doke. Okay, guys, that would have been nice gains. Okay, I call that a short squeeze if you ask me. But we know that the hedge funds did borrow back some shares at $65, and they tend to bleed back some of those shares at the $29 price. A lot of people don't believe AMC will hit $20 again, which it did hit. As you can see here, a lot of people don't believe AMC hit $29 again, guys, but my best bet, it will. But so, to anyone that is looking to buy AMC, guys, the time to buy is at $29, because once it hit $29, it's going to start moving back up in price towards the 40s again, because they bleed back a certain amount of shares, so it wouldn't affect the market. So it won't affect the stock price as much. Okay. AMC, see, I told you guys. Anytime I keep it real about AMC, someone gets pissed off. It's called the AMC mindset, the blind set. Guys, it's the truth. I done made more money on other plays than AMC. If I was holding AMC, I would have been homeless a long time ago. I'm a full-time trader. I can't hold AMC shares until 6 years from now. Okay? It's hard for a short squeeze to happen when you're relying on millions of other people to hold their shares. Okay? Unless you can force a short squeeze yourself, don't count on it happening. My boy 9mm in the place. Yeah, man. Apes are just waiting for a dip to $30. Guys, $29 is where the hedge funds buy back some shares, guys. We saw the orders coming in. And right now, in case you guys didn't know, the estimated borrow fee is 0 to nothing. We don't even see an estimated borrow fee indicator here in AMC right now. Why is that? We see other stocks with estimated borrow fees, but not AMC. Wish, big squeeze. And a lot of people call every price hike a squeeze. Okay, like the name squeeze, short squeeze wasn't even around earlier last year around this time. Didn't even know anything. A lot of people didn't even know anything about it. So anytime a stock moves up 40%, they call that a squeeze. But that is crazy that they call it a squeeze. If the hedge funds never return their shares, a squeeze actually happens when it's time to return shares and it isn't enough free floated shares for them to buy back. So they have to actually buy them from individuals. That is a short squeeze, guys. Okay, the buying back of the shares isn't the short squeeze. The short squeeze is when there isn't enough shares in the free float to buy back. So they have to go actually buy it from actual people. They have to buy that asking price. They have to buy the cost that we are selling it at That is a true short squeeze, okay, guys? And the only reason why Volkswagen, I believe that's the company, only reason why VW was able to do it, guys, is because they were relying on their self. I think it was Volkswagen. They only had to rely on their self, guys. They forced it themselves. They had the capital to force it themselves. They didn't have anyone under them that could have messed up their short squeeze. Meaning, for instance, the reason why Jeff Bezos don't come in here and short squeeze AMC himself is because if he did, all his retail investors would instantly sell and he'll be caught holding the bag. Okay, that is why that doesn't happen. And that's why Volkswagen was able to do it, because nobody was buying. I think it was, what was it? Porsche, Ferrari, something like that. One of those two foreign companies, guys. Not too many shareholders were already in the stock. Actually, that stock was just dropping down in price so much. So they just bought it all themselves. They forced it themselves. They only had to rely on themselves. So as AMC continues to trade like this, guys, other stocks are flying and people are realizing that. So that being said, let's get off of AMC, guys. I know a lot of people are getting butt hurt right now. Let's take a look here at watch the dislikes. Let me see. We got 4 dislikes. We got 4 AMC shareholders hitting us with the dislikes, guys. Let's see if we can get some more. Ha ha ha. I'm just playing, guys. We're gonna change the subject up. Yeah, they bought Volkswagen and forced the squeeze. Yeah, they forced it themselves. They didn't have to rely on Johnny, Courtney, Phil, Tim, Paul, Ernie. They didn't have to wait. You know, they didn't have to rely on half of America to hold their shares during a time where jobs were scarce. Who forced GME? Retail investors forced that up. We had 6 thumbs down now. Retail investors forced it, GME, and they forced AMC up. They forced AMC. But a lot of people don't realize this. The news articles were playing us like a fiddle. Okay, guys, you got to think of it this way. When those hedge funds was losing money in AMC, we never heard how much money they were making behind closed doors on other plays. The media didn't want us to know what we were really up against. Yeah, Marvin Capital was losing money, but you're a fool if you think this company wasn't making money in other places. They only give us a one-sided story. Okay, guys. And another thing I want to point out to you guys about AMC. Before we change the subject, a lot of people are saying that these shares that are being bought is fake, synthetic, this and that. But if they are fake shares, do you realize you are giving these hedge funds 100% of your capital? They're fake shares. You can't even prove that you own them because the stock market doesn't have a ledger like the crypto world. Cryptocurrency keeps a ledger. The stock market doesn't. In fact, if they are selling all these fake shares and they can't afford to buy them back, guys, who do you think is going to pay for that? A lot of people are trying to argue that these insurance companies, but if this foul play is obvious, guys, these insurance companies would have been whistleblowed on it if they're going to be the ones that have to pay for it. I know I would have been stopped it. If I would have, for instance, if my son is at a place and soon we go in there and they tell me anything that your son's breaks, you have to pay for, and he get the breaking stuff, you think I'm going to just sit back and just let it happen? Yeah, Vaughn, keep breaking this. No, guys. Those insurance companies isn't going to back it. The SDC has been telling us ever since this rise has started happening, this is high risk. Don't do it. Don't buy the shares. High risk. Why have they been telling us that? So they can cover their ass when the shit hits the fan. They're going to say they told us. You just made a bad investment. That is going to be their thing, guys. So we were warned. We were told. We had a very good opportunity to make some money on this play. It went from $1.91 to $72.62. Actually, $77 in the pre-market. And I was watching it. I was in the Webull comment section where people were telling telling others, don't sell. This isn't the short squeeze. This isn't the short squeeze. Well, guys, if you're waiting on that short squeeze, you missed on a great opportunity to cash out on shares. And honestly, guys, the only people that is really making money on AMC right now is the YouTubers that's constantly talking about it. And those YouTubers, their YouTube revenue is outperforming their portfolio. Why? Because they're only holding AMC, man. Sorry to tell you. How many downs? How many thumbs down we got? We got 7 now. Truth hurts. Since we got 7 thumbs down, guys, and we got 162 people watching, come on, guys. Let's kick those thumbs up. Let's get those as many as possible. Everybody rush the like section. Trey trades talks about it a lot. He does, guys. He does. Talks about it all the time. Somebody came in my comment section one day and said, if this guy talks about AMC more, if he talks about AMC in a good way and talk about it more, his channel will grow even faster and he'll have a bigger following. Man, I'm aware of that, guys, but I'm not here for that. I'm here to make money in the stock market. I'm here to give trading advice. I'm here to basically make money, guys. I'm not here to AMC, because when it hits the fan, man, everyone that is only screaming out AMC is going to lose a lot of followers. Okay, when AMC get to crashing and other things come about, because trust me, guys, a bear market is coming soon, very soon. Now, enough about the AMC mindset, man. I just be having to refresh people's memory on the bigger picture of what's going on. Everyone is being played by the media, the SEC, believing that the insurance companies is going to cover the synthetic fake shares that everyone is believing that is being sold. But looking at the free float, it tells us everything. But what I want to look at here, though, guys, drop some tickers, guys. And what I want you, and if I'm missing your tickers, guys, just drop a super chat, and I will hit it. But one stock I want to talk to you guys about is, let's take a look back at SDC, because SDC is TTM's favorite right now. We're currently back at 12%. Oh yeah, Ader, thanks about that. Thanks about that. He dropped the ticker that I forgot to talk about. Ader. I heard someone say Ader was over with in the Discord today. My boy Don. The Don. Found you 2 weeks ago. I'm a picky snub about who I watch. Wasn't expecting to learn shit. Within 5 minutes, you sold me something no one else has. You rock. Thanks, Don. Don sent us a super chat. I really appreciate that, man. It tells me that I am doing something right. Okay, guys, and I won't lie to you guys. Actually doing these videos is hard work. I keep a schedule. I only got 1 day of the week really to actually do anything, and that's Saturday. Can't do too much on Sunday because I have to prepare myself for Monday. But I enjoy it, guys. BBIG, we'll get to that too. BBIG did start moving a little bit. Do you still have hope for Opad? Honestly, I'm not in Opad, but I do see the drop that happened, which was institutional caused, which caused a lot of retail investors to sell. I would have averaged. It all depends. If I'm in the stock and I'm up at a high price, I would have averaged down. My boy Zepic just sent us another. What DJ Cali say? Another one. Just sent us another super chat, guys. And he wants to talk about ILUS. Dr. Henry. I get that CEI, man. That's one that we always dip in on all the time. You know we holding CEI to the moon, man. And I love the way that CEI is moving, Doc. Dr. Henry Sr. I love the way that CEI is moving. It's actually moving in the right way. It's moving slow enough that we don't have to worry about these big pull-offs. But we got to get to my boy Zepic really quick. In very detail. Please, thank you for the hard work. All right, Zepic. Yeah, Doc, just sit with me. We're going to get back to CEI. That was like our actually second ticker. We're gonna talk about that a few times in this live stream because what in the world? Hold on. Did I? Bruh. Hold on, man. Is Webull playing games with me? I'm hitting extended hours. I'm not seeing any type of. This thing doesn't trade in extended hours or something. All right, that's strange. This is a stock I'm not too familiar with. So the only thing I can really go over is the key indicators in this day chart. Understanding this though, I know you guys have been watching my videos for quite some time. Anytime we see this stagnant trading, guys, I taught you this already. The stock is either gonna break down or break through. In this case, it broke through. Made a stair step, made its next leg up. Made a stair step, made its next leg up. These sideways trading right here, this stagnant trading here, guys, is a key indicator that the stock is going to break through or break down. But in this case, it breaks through. Now, seeing that this is a 25-cent stock is hilarious. Let's see if it had a split really quickly. Insider at no splits. I don't know why I hit. It's not showing any splits. So it wasn't any. Okay, but looking here though, this is a very healthy day chart. It's not a moonshot either though, guys. This thing is building support on its way up. Let's take a look here at the analysis. Order flow distribution. It is not showing, you know what, Webull isn't even showing us the order flow distribution. Let me make sure I got the right ticker because this is strange. Webull makes me look bad when I recommend them to people for that. I'm gonna have to give them a call. Like, man, y'all gonna have to put me on payroll if I'm gonna be recommending this. But look though, guys. What in the heck? Did this stock just start trading on the? Oh my God! This whole time it was an OTC. I should have known. Yeah, I really don't too much mess with OTCs, Zepic. But we can go over this day chart. Like I was saying, man, it is building support. That's why it wasn't showing anything, guys. I was confused for a minute. Yeah, it's no reverse split on this. Yeah, that's why I had to look at it like 25 cent. Was it a split? Not seeing a split at 25 cent is appealing. Anybody that's in the OTC market or has a platform that allows you to trade OTCs, guys, this may be the one. This may be the one. If you guys want to go on this thing, because it is looking as though this might make the New York Stock Exchange. Let's see. Register now. That was 3 days ago. Appoints director. So this stock is trying to get on the New York Stock Exchange. Man, listen. We talk about early seats, and is an easy seat. This seat right here, this will be a prehistoric seat. It doesn't get no earlier than that. This is like a BC seat before Christ. This thing is like, man, bro. This is like a time machine, bro. Like, I really don't like OTCs, but today I might just be downloading a OTC platform. Looking as though that this thing is trying to get on the market. I do like that day chart though. I really do like this day chart. It's building support. It's building huge support. It is building huge support, but let's see what it's about before I get too excited. The company is focused on acquiring businesses in technology, engineering, and manufacturing space. The company business includes eRaptor, FB Technologies, Firebug, and the Vehicle Converters, LLC. eRaptor is a design to carry heavy workloads are required by industrial and agricultural users. FB Technologies is a technology company developing and manufacturing specialist technology and equipment for emergency services. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, it is something I'm interested in. Let's take a look here. I wonder what they have the financials. Nope. Webull need to step their game up, man. No diss to you, Webull. But anyway, he says, what you say? Told you about LSS the other day. Bought it at 18 cents. I bought on TD Ameritrade. I got TD Ameritrade, the heat. So you telling me I can buy this thing on TD Ameritrade? Don't tell me that, bro. Don't tell me I can buy OTCs on TD Ameritrade. Yeah, you did tell me that though. The Heat Inferno, you did bring up this stock. He did bring up this stock, guys. How much would TD Amer? What is the charge on TD Ameritrade, guys? Drop that in the chat, because I know a lot of people, other people, maybe don't know about OTCs, and that will be helpful for us, guys. So drop that down there if you guys know the fee for that. Now, my boy Zepik wants to talk about CYBL. Before I look at this, man, is this a OTC? Man, this guy's an OTC fanatic. And he hitting us with these BC seats. Hitting us with the BCs, huh? Let's take a look at this day chart. We really can't too much look at them 1 minute. The day chart is an overall uptrend. I don't think that free flow is accurate. I know they're not going to show us any indicators. We need to step the game up. Doc wants sense. Okay, yeah. I forgot Doc. Dang, Doc. I got you, Doc. I got you, Doc. But looking at this this day chart though, looking at this day chart, we do see this thing in an uptrend. Okay, guys, but if I had to pick between the two, guys, I would go with ILUS. Okay, I'm going to look into that ILUS. All right. Now, my boy Doc, I ain't forget about you, Doc. I did not forget about you. My boy Doc want to look at SENS now. SENS. SENS. This thing did pick up from that drop off. Hold on, did I pick the right one? Okay, yeah, I was getting it mixed up with this ticker, guys. That's why I'm like $3. I'm like $3. I thought it was this ticker that he said at first, guys. I was about to say $3. Well, have I been living under a rock? But let's get back to it. Okay, man. Day chart we're looking at here. We see some stagnant trading, very tight candles, which is an indicator of what, guys? We went over this plenty of times. It's going to break through or break down here pretty soon. Let's look at that volume today. Volume today is quite low compared to its average. But what's special about this on today's trading is that low turnover rate on a Friday. Now, low volume. Let's look at this order flow really quickly. The small is outperforming the inflow, with that medium keeping us down right now. If the medium keeping us down isn't too bad though, isn't an indicator that this thing is going to downtrend. But looking at this estimated borrow fee, only 2.29%. Now, at that low estimated borrow fee, and we see some stagnant trading, even though hedge funds hate sideways trading, they like more volatile stocks. With a low estimated borrow fee, they are likely to hold their borrowed shares for quite some time. They're not going to be buying back that at 2.2% because they have the capital to hold it. They got the capital to actually pay the borrower that 2.2% every day. Okay. Free float is quite high. Shares outstanding isn't too much for my liking here. But all in all, guys, this thing can be making or breaking here pretty soon. So, yeah, Doc, take that into consideration, man, that this thing is about to make a break here pretty soon. WMG, though. WMG. Warner Music Group. That's not the one he wants to talk about. We want to talk about Western Mag. WMG. Western Magnesium. Western Magnesium isn't on here. I don't see it. Is that the right ticker that I'm putting in? WMG, Western Magnesium Group. I see Warner Music Group. Black Nicholson just sent me off. Black Nicholson, why you just, man, you just sent me off, bruh. Noro News, we'll check out Noro. Blurry screen, hey Sean, check your settings. I use is 1/4 of the water supply to put out fires. They gave the European contracts coming up. JC, what stock you talking about, bruh? Yeah, Nicholson. I'm gonna have to talk with you, bruh. I'm gonna have to have a long talk with you. Because Western Magnesium Group isn't on here. Oh, LUS? Okay. LILUS. KPLT will get spoken on. But we gotta go to CEI, man. Let me check out CEI right now. Like I was telling everybody about CEI, you know we got that 40%, that 40-cent cost average here. We just been riding the lightning. But guys, I don't plan on shaving anything or locking in any gains until $2. I'm gonna lock in some at $2. Not much, only 20% of my position. But that 52-week high will be broken, guys. This is still an early seat. It isn't the earliest, though. It ain't like how when we mentioned it at 40 cents, but you still does have an opportunity. You still do have an opportunity to make some money off this play. As you can see here, the volume is phenomenal today. Turnover rate is quite low. Quite low. But if we look here at the order flow distribution, in case a few people didn't catch this one yet, as you can see here, Western, as you can see here, guys, large scale orders in the last 5 days. The last 3 days, though, is starting to pick up here in CEI. Like I was telling everybody, expect to see a cool off soon, but each and every day this thing is picking up. But not to my surprise, we see these red days here and there. That is very good to see. Magnesium. Okay, very good to see this type of movement. We see it building support on the way up. So we don't have to worry about this thing just crashing one morning and we wake up at 79 cents. Okay, so with that being said, guys, CEI is still in a good place. We see a high turnover rate here, something we usually don't see here in CEI, but it's the weekend. So that is expected. But the next stock I want to talk to you guys about really quickly is KPLT. Okay, guys, please do not panic on KPLT. This is healthy. This is building support. We do need to see some of those red candles so we don't have to worry about dropping 40 or 50% like some of these other stocks we have talking about today. Okay. But looking here at this low turnover rate, guys, that is ideal for us. Not too much of a turnover rate. A low turnover rate tells us one thing, that these people aren't flipping these shares. Now, We'll take a look here at the analysis. And looking here at this analysis, though, guys, we're about to break that resistance line here pretty soon. Right now, the resistance is at $7.45. So take that into consideration, guys. And I do believe KPLT is going to break that 52-week high by the end of the year. I'm going to play this thing long, guys. I like the movement we see here in KPLT. One thing about KPLT, we always see a low turnover rate. And another thing, the free flow compared to the shares outstanding is in our favor. And if we look here at the order flow distribution, the large scale orders in the last 5 days, even though these 3 days we didn't see nothing come in, guys, on both scales, out in inflow, day after day we tend to see that small outperforming the outflow. But when these large scale orders come into the play, guys, this stock actually shoots up in price. Okay, so be looking out for that in future references, guys. KPLT is still a buy for me, for anyone that is looking to get into stock. But if you are already in, just hold it, guys. Not time to be averaging down just yet. Let's see what Monday brings us, okay? And we can at the minute chart for today, though. This thing is above the VWAP right now, guys. It is looking as though that KPLT is trying to move back up in price. We opened at $6.21. We're currently above that. So all in all, guys, KPLT is moving the right way. It's moving slow. We see low volume today due to the fact that a lot of other stocks we see a lot of stocks, guys. We see a lot of these stocks with a high turnover rate on Friday. Not the case here. Okay, so KPLT is still in a good place. But we're going to talk about WMG, Warner Music Group. That's only WMG here. Warner Music Group. Let's take a look here at the day chart for Warner. Warner Music Group is in an overall uptrend, as you can see here on the day chart, with a very extremely low turnover rate. Low volume is in the place, though, guys. Very low volume. As you can see here, the average is 500. Fuck out of here. Telling me this shit. Hold on, guys. Let me. No, you're sending me the fuck off. Fucking clown. Can anybody tell me what the ticker of Western Magnesium? Western Magnesium. I can't find it. Keep saying Western Magnesium, and I can't find it here on Webull whatsoever. WMG. If you guys see Western Magnesium on this, if you see the word magnesium on this, please let me know. WMG. I do not see Western Magnesium. What else can I put in? But anyway, though, guys, the high being today's $41.32 with that low turnover rate. Okay, so this thing is somewhat appealing to me. It does move slow. It does have some drought days, some long droughts. So, in my opinion, this isn't a stock that I would be going after whatsoever, guys. Now, the next stock I want to talk to you guys about, we're going to look at these top gainers for today. Let's look at these puppies. Let's look at these bad boys. Now, that doesn't make sense. Let me do that. Now, Smile Direct is the top 5. In the top 5, um, IPHH, Lucid is doing its thing right now, guys. Let's look at ADR really quickly. Western Magnesium Group telling me the craziest thing. Y'all talking? My boy, Drew just sent us $1. Thanks, Drew. You want to talk Canadian dollar? CA. Drew Peterson. My boy Drew. Thanks, Drew. That really does help us here out on the channel a lot. Super chats really does go a long way. Let's see how many thumbs up you guys gave. It's 153. If you came to this live stream, guys, if you're new to the live stream and you didn't already hit that thumbs up, don't forget, guys. It really does help the channel grow. In fact, guys, it forces YouTube into recommending the video. Okay. Now let's take a look at the 1-minute chart on ADR, guys. Like I was telling a few people today in the Discord, ADR isn't over with. Not even close, guys. Now, as you can see here, ADR did pick up in price, spiked all the way to 11.97. Now, looking here at the day chart, this slight downtrend that ADR was in at first, guys, wasn't anything to panic about. Okay, like I was telling you guys, if you were down at 1910, if you bought in at 1910, you should have been averaged down by now. Okay, ADR is going to pick up and pass that 1910. Okay, even though that we did start to come down in the downtrend, guys, the way that ADR moves, low turnover rate, kind of high today due to being Friday, but that order flow distribution is always massive on the inflow. So that is a true reason why I was telling a few people in the Discord that ADR isn't over with yet, guys. In fact, ADR does have a nice estimated borrow fee, over 100%. Shorts are still holding on to those shares. Okay. They're still holding on shares because they're not in the money. Now, seeing as though that this high estimated borrow fee, if this thing gets any higher, guys, expect some of those shares to be to be bought back. But even though if they close their positions and buy back some of the shares, guys, with 23.58 in the free float, that still wouldn't be considered a short squeeze because it's enough shares in the free float for them to go buy them freely. Okay, instead of having to buy them back at a premium from institutions or retail investors, which will even further the price. So, guys, you have to take that into consideration. If you think it's going to be a short squeeze, you got to look at the free float as well. How many shares are available? How many shares do they have borrowed? And how many shares would they be able to borrow back? Okay, it's like a science to it. Them buying back the shares doesn't cause a short squeeze. They actually have to come. The shares have to be in a gridlock, guys. They have to be, for instance, say they borrow. In this case, they would have had to borrow 27 million shares. Okay, and say for instance they want to see the free float 23, guys. Say for instance they borrow 27 million shares. It's only 23 out there to go around. 4 million shares would have been bought back from private and not private investors, either institutions or retail investors. That is a short squeeze. But if they can just go into that free float and buy back the shares, guys, that isn't a short squeeze at all. At all. In fact, that doesn't even affect the price as much as the actual short squeeze does. Because, for instance, if it's not enough shares, guys, we can everyone can put their ask at whatever they want. Okay? And they'll have to pay for that. If they can't pay for it, they just get fined. Okay? And the borrower and the lender of the shares are just in the red, basically, guys. You got to lend with caution. But another crazy day in the online casino. Yeah, man, it is a crazy day being in the stock market today, guys. CEI is being propped up by two big tweeter shillers. Right now, to be honest, risky entry at these levels into next week. I'm also a holder, just saying. I'm accumulating S&P. My boy Dr. Pump, this WMG is on Webull. It's on Webull as MLYF. Thank you for that. MLYF. There we go. Another OTC. WMG. Yeah, thanks a lot for that, Doc. I'll have my head cut off trying to figure out Western Magnesium Group. I actually thought WMG was the ticker. So thanks for clearing that up for me. Another OTC, guys. As you can see here, we're in an overall downtrend. So let's check out for some key levels of support right now. Oh yeah, I forgot. They do not show us that here on Webull. We got to do it ourselves. Okay, we broke through the support already, guys. We already broke the support right now here in this stock. If we looking at free float is in our favor, but low volume today. Very low volume. 52-week high being 76 cents and the low being 7 cents. Risk versus reward isn't in favor right now. Now, let's look at the minute chart on this puppy. I notice OTCs doesn't have a pre-market or extended hours, should I say. Very spotty trade. Very, very spotty trade. Which is a key sign of low value. Now, turnover here. Turnover shares is 76,000. 76,000, but this does have a very large free float for it to be an OTC. Now, let's see what's going on. It says this stock had one of the most active trading in August. Okay, but let's get this month chart. Let's see what went on in August. Whoa. August, this thing was just pushing. 27 million shares been moved around. In fact, in August, guys, this thing shot up over 100%. Now we're in a slight downtrend. Okay, from last month's close to this month's, we're currently down 17%, which isn't too bad, guys. To see this thing spiked up 100% the month over. 17 down isn't too bad. We're in the middle of the month. So, that being said, put the charger in on the laptop before it dies on us, guys. How many thumbs up are in the building, guys? We got 166. If you are new to the video, guys, if you're just now coming in and you already didn't hit that like button, please, guys, please do so. It really does help the channel grow. Not only that, guys, if I am missing your ticker, all you have to do is just send a super chat and we will talk about it instantly. OTC bull run in the up and comings. We'll go over SDC really quickly, but we'll go over SDC again after we talk about Western Magnesium, after we get done talking about this. But in the overall, though, guys, month after month, I see as though that OTCs is very good look at it on a month standpoint, you have to be long on these plays due to the fact that low volume is in these things, guys. But we're going to take a look at SDC really quickly because I know a lot of people from the Discord is in on this play and they're wondering what is going on. Now, let's take a look here at the 1 minute. Did we break $7? We didn't break $7 yet. Got pretty close though. No, we did break $7, $7.42. But since then, did we break it? No, we got pretty close, $6.93. Okay, another try at $6.89. Now, as long as this thing closes above the VWAP, guys, I won't be concerned about holding it over the weekend and over to Monday. In fact, guys, if I'm going to hold it over the weekend, I'm going to be holding SDC over the weekend, but looking here at SDC, only a 31.99% turnover, which isn't bad. Free float compared to the shares outstanding is very appealing to the retail investor due to the fact that the buying and selling is magnified by that. Now, taking a look here at the institutional holdings, guys, they own 21.15% of the shares outstanding. Now, it's 275 institutions that's in on SDC. Now, guys, I do think SDC will jump past this 52-week high over time, but we're going to land around $10 here pretty soon. Okay, I'm predicting $10 before the end of the month. I do think we'll hit $10 at the end of the month. Estimated borrow fee isn't in our favor right now. Hedge funds / shorts is paying that off like it isn't nothing. So they're not in a tight spot right now here in SDC, guys. But looking here at this VWAP, it is concerning if we don't close above it. That will be concerning. Okay. Now, let's take a look here at TMC, guys, the metal company. 55.45% is the estimated borrow fee for today. As you can see here, this thing is in an overall downtrend. Let me take a look here at the day chart. Very, very unusual trading. This is what we call a day traders. Day. Looking at these candles, though, guys, is very strange. Swing cycle. It's in a swing cycle, guys. So if you buy it, you do have opportunities to buy it on the right day and sell it on that day for some gains, okay? Now, guys, looking there at that, can you check out? I got you, bro. SXM Sun. Let me just call it Samsung. Wants us to talk about LGHL. We'll talk about that right now. LGHL. Let me finish talking about TMC. TMC is in a swing cycle, guys. Looking at that volume today was extreme compared to the average. Not only that, guys, that turnover rate is extremely low for it to be a Friday, and this thing dropped at 17%. So it wouldn't be to my surprise that we open Monday higher. That we're going to open Monday at a high, guys. Not saying that we're going to close higher than the open, but take that into consideration, guys. This can be the time to be buying the stock if you do want to make a quick swing on it. Now, let's talk about LGHL. Lion Group, and Yes, we already know about lying. Very well brushed up on this thing. We look here at the order flow distribution for today, though, guys. Large scale orders in the last 5 days isn't looking too well. We're going to have to see some massive large scale come into play. If a massive large scale come into play, guys, this thing can be, today's game will look like nothing. Okay, the thing that is pushing this stock up in price right now is the small and the medium. Looking at today's high being $1.54. I don't think we will close above that, guys. Now, the free flow compared to the shares outstanding is somewhat in our favor, guys. Let's check out these institutional holdings. Institutions doesn't hold too much of anything here in this stock. They only hold 1 million shares, 1.01 million shares to be exact. So they don't have too much sway in this, guys. So the big players in this thing is the retail investor. Now let's take a look here at the order flow really quickly. Not the order flow. I'm sorry about that, guys. The analysis, which they, come on, Webull. You got to do better than that. Webull isn't showing us the analysis right now. But with this turnover rate being 10.76% and that free flow, it does look as though that this stock may be pushing forward, guys. This falling wedge that we see here may be coming to an end. But I do expect to see a red aftermarket here in LGHL. But overall, though, guys, even if we do see a red day Monday, guys, that is needed. Okay, this thing may be closing above 20%. We see a red day, we drop 5% Monday. I'm fine with that due to the fact that that is ensuring us support levels. That is ensuring us that we will not crash back down to $1.13. So we do need those red days, guys, when you do see a fat candle coming in like this, especially on a falling wedge type of stock. Again, guys, don't forget, smash that like button. It really does help us here on the channel, okay? And don't forget, share this link on any social media platform you may have and or StockTwit's top 5 trending stocks, guys. That really will help this thing grow like a wildfire, okay? Back to the live chat. And don't forget, guys, all super chats will get your ticker spoken on, okay? Instantly, guys, instantly, because there's all these messages that's coming through right now. It's hard for me to sift through them. My boy Mark Miles gave us a thumbs up. Thanks, Mark. The squeeze will happen if you not with us. Oh well. What stock you talking about, Mark Hale? Mark Hale, what stock you talking about? And who are you referring to? I hope you guys not fighting in that comment section. Throwing the hands at each other. What stock are you talking about, Hale? Please don't tell me you're talking about AMC. Osama bin Laden. What's my delusional AMC code? What is my favorite stock? That's hard to say right now. The reason why it's hard to say which my favorite stock, honestly, my favorite stock is WTER. Alkaline water is my favorite stock. That's my favorite stock. Favorite penny stock. I can't call it my favorite stock overall. I really don't have a favorite stock. But my favorite penny stock is WTER, guys. Even though this thing is in a downtrend, it's giving great opportunities to buy this thing. I have a 97-cent cost average on it. No lighter. No lighter just sent us a super chat. Shout out to you, No Lighter. I love when you guys send super chats. It really does do something to my ego, guys. It lets me know that you guys appreciate me. It keeps me making these videos. I know I'm doing the right thing for you guys. Mark Hale, they said if it was never going to see 50 again, laughing my ass off. Yo, Mark, they said it never hit 50 again, right? But when it hit $77, who thought it would hit 29? I mean, shoot, man, bro. AMC, don't get me started, bro. Don't get me started on AMC, bro. It's like, and Tesla had the same thing going on though. A cult thing. I don't know if you guys remember it. It did have this little tank, NRBO, in Noro. We'll talk about Noro, No Lighter. Yeah, let's talk about Noro because 1127, 1126. Noro Matrix. Man, guys, we ran this thing up. We caught 800% on this thing in a matter of 3 days. I bet you that's more money than Mark Hall made on AMC so far. I bet you. I bet you that 800% gain was more than money than you made on AMC, Mark. How much you want to bet? We can bet that. We can bet it right now. Because if you didn't sell at $77, you didn't make any money, brother. You didn't make any money if you sold then. Trust me. Trust me. But anyway, back to the topic at hand, Neural Matrix. Neural Matrix. Hold on. Before we talk about Noro, No Lighter, I just want to go over this comment. It says, I learned an expensive lesson on GREE. I was like an alligator and I wouldn't let go, still holding a red rotten apple. Another reason why I tell you guys all the time. Another reason why I wasn't talking about SPRT's merger. I didn't want people to think as though that the merger was going to guarantee money. In fact, guys, SPRT was already in the downtrend. People was already selling it before the merger, which was a huge indicator that it was going to sell off soon the merger happened. Guys have to be aware of those type of indicators, guys. Because if it was for sure money, people was going to be buying that thing off speculation. Instead, they were selling it on speculation. So Matt Kohrs said you shouldn't run your view on AMC just because of a red day. Bro, Matt Kohrs gets paid to talk about AMC daily. Matt Kohrs and treys have made over $1 million on YouTube revenue so far, guys. Just off of AMC alone. He's going to tell you what you want to hear because it's going to bring in the views. I'm going to tell you the truth. Even if you stay or leave. Why? Because my portfolio actually outperforms my YouTube revenue by a lot, guys. So who you want to follow? A guy that makes more money talking about the stock on YouTube, or the guy that's actually making more money through his portfolio, guys? Open your eyes up, man. Open your eyes up. If I really was shooting for AMC, I know my channel would grow off of AMC, but why I'm not doing it? Because I'm all about the portfolio, really, guys. All about the portfolio. But anyway, Neural Matrix. Now, we ran this thing up all the way from $3. Sold it at 29. I'm kind of was somewhat mad at myself. I didn't ride it all the way to 38. But guess what, guys? We made money. 8.22% on the turnover today, guys, and we're currently looking at a very tight free float compared to that shares outstanding, but that wasn't the case when we was running it up. That free float was like 1 point. It was close to a micro float. It was close to a micro float. But look, though, you guys are laughing in the comment section about what? He stayed even after the $50 drop. You mean he continued to talk about it after the $50 drop? I mean, guys, if you're making $1 million, if you have made $1 million in 6 months off of AMC, you probably lost like on that drop somewhere around, I want to say probably 30K, probably 40K. He's laughing that off. He's laughing that off. All right. In fact, short squeeze, it doesn't take this long to short squeeze. But with those stimuluses not coming, man, that's probably the real reason why AMC ain't squeezing, right? But let's get off that, man. Let's look at Neural Matrix. Neural Matrix, guys. As you can see here, the 52-week high being 38.75. We rolled that lightning, guys. 52-week low being $1.39. $1.39. Now, I'm currently still sitting on some of those gains. I only got 20% left of my position. Okay, but I still have that $4 cost average. And with that being said, guys, even though that this thing shot down, I'm still holding the shares. Why? This is the effect of a early seat. Like, it shot down, I'm still in the green. Money still over double in gain. What more can you ask for? An early seat. You know, let's take a look here at the analysis. I know y'all talking that AMC stuff still. I want to ask my boy really quickly. Hey, Mark, what is your cost average in AMC? Just tell me and don't lie. Are you in the green? Do you suggest that I buy some of these shares of AMC right now? Tell me, drop your DD down, man. You might change my mind. Bullshit. But anyway, guys, looking here though, this right here, this resistance and support is getting tight. Neural Matrix is either going to break down or break through. Now, we can see here on the day chart, this stagnant trading, like I tell you guys all the time. Anytime we see something like this thing is about to bust through or down. My best guess is up. Okay, even though we see this low volume today. Extremely low, guys. We're closing in the green, which is an indicator that we're going to be seeing the upside here pretty soon. It's a key indicator that we're going to be breaking through and not breaking down. Now, let's check the analysis for today. And no, I do not recommend you buy shares if we're being honest. Why not? If you're so sure it's going to short squeeze, wouldn't I have an opportunity to jump in now and benefit? I mean, like you guys say, the floor is like $1,000. I mean, risk versus reward at this price, the reward is in our favor, right? Come on, man. You gotta stick to it, man. If you're telling me not to buy it, but you're saying this short squeeze is 100% sure, and the floor is close to $1,000, like I'm starting to see, risk versus reward would tell me to buy it right now, right? I don't know, man. I don't know, Mark. Sounds pretty sketchy, Mark. All right, but look though. Order flow distribution. Large scale orders here in Noro though, guys, is looking good today. It can be better, but low volume, okay? And really large scale order is what's really pushing this stock up, as well as the small right now, but more so the large scale, okay? Retail investors are snagging these things still, guys. Now, we're going to hear that. I can't wait to hear the revenue the earnings for this stock, which is going to be a huge catalyst coming up. I do believe NeuroMatrix can be trading at $20 sooner than later. I'm not saying we're going to jump past that 52-week high in the very near future, but it's still possible we can bust through that before the year is over with. I strongly believe that the earnings is going to push us towards $20. Come on, Mark. Come on, man. Tell me why not to buy these shares if the short squeeze is 100% sure. I don't understand. He doesn't understand. That's a reason why I say that cult thing, the AMC cult, is just a cult, guys. They don't know why they're buying the shares. They are being told from other people that it's going to short squeeze. Volkswagen short squeeze because they did it themselves. People are holding this thing because they're being told that it will short squeeze. In fact, AMC had to shoot over 60. See, they borrowed some shares at $65 too, by the way, at AMC. So this time it'll have to go way over $77. But NeuroMatrix, man, NeuroMatrix is about to be heading towards $20. I do believe that earnings report is going to push us over $20. It's going to be a huge catalyst, man. NeuroMatrix is still in the portfolio, like I said. I'm only holding 20% still, but the reason why I did hold it and not sell it all at $29 is because I know the catalyst that is ahead, guys. And I might keep it past the catalyst. Who knows? I might just sell off a little bit of that. My boy Jace Mom 1 has sent us $2. And my boy No Lighter has sent us another one. Okay. So with that being said, we're going to talk about Joyce. Would you like to talk about any ticker? Jace, would you like to talk about any ticker? Just message my boy Black Nicholson, and he will text message me the wrong ticker again. Yeah, I'm wailing on you, Black Nicholson. NRBO. Guys, I made a major buy alert on NRBO. And since that major buy alert, a lot of people have been giving me huge talk about, is NRBO over? This was the worst call you ever called. This and that. Woo, that the wham. But you guys realize I called this thing when it was $3.88. We're currently above that. I put a major buy alert out there. I even told you guys in that major buy alert that this thing isn't going to move as fast as the others. Okay? That major buy alert should put it on your radar. You should be averaging down when you have the chance. And we're going to have this NRBO conversation in a month or so. So everyone that was talking down on this thing and didn't have faith, NRBO is going to make you a believer by the end of this month, bleeding over to the next month. And please, I don't have any hate for the AMC community. I just want to open up people's eyes. Okay? But more so, I think I have made more calls, more good calls than bad. I mean, the subscribers tell me all this. Like, for instance, I put out a play one time, forgot all about it. Some guy come commenting probably a month later after it, telling me he's up 700% on the play that I called a long time ago. Like, I'm pretty sure I make more good calls than bad. But the reason why I wail on AMC so much is because the people that actually pushes it is only pushing it for self-gain. Okay, these stocks that I'm putting out there, most of them, I'm not even in. Okay, I'm not gaining anything from pitting people on other plays whatsoever. So I just make videos to try to make people a better trader. That's it. That's why I don't even say just about AMC. I tell you all the time about certain stocks. This isn't a short squeeze target. Don't buy this stock hoping it's going to short squeeze. The whole short squeeze hopes I have something against. AMC has that whole AMC rally did a lot and hurt a lot of people. Okay. And I see through what a lot of YouTubers are doing. I'm a YouTuber myself. And I'm telling you guys, they are making more money by talking about it than trading it. That is nuts. That is nuts. How is your YouTube outperforming your portfolio? A lot of YouTubers that talks about AMC doesn't even own AMC. Why? Why is that? Because of the numbers. The numbers it brings. That's it, Nate. And yeah, NRBO is going to push up in price, my no lighter. Did you grab it on a major buy alert, no lighter? I want to know. This thing's starting to heat up. Graduate gain, not too much. But if we zoom out, this thing is spiky sometimes. Okay, so we're going to get one of these opportunities, one of these high spiked opportunities, guys, here in NRBO one of these days. And by you getting that early seat, you won't be stressing it. So that being said, man, if you did grab NRBO on the major buy alert, continue to hold. All right, just continue to hold, guys. If I'm wrong, I'm going to tell you I'm wrong. I do it all the time. But I'm feeling good about this. Look at that estimated borrow fee, 55.15%. Why are shorts paying a premium? It's higher than AMC's, I'll tell you that. It costs more money for the hedge funds to hold NRBO than it costs for them to hold AMC right now. But no, though, man, I just want to get people to. I honestly want people to see through the FUD of these YouTubers, not so much of AMC. I just want you guys to catch on to what these YouTubers are actually doing, what these YouTubers are actually feeding you, because the videos is all personal gain for them. And the ones that only talks about AMC is milking the system. Okay, I could say a few names, but I'm not, guys. But I want you guys, after this video, to think about that. Think about these YouTubers that's always talking about AMC and how often have they been wrong about AMC. And start to see through the things. If you listen to a person long enough, guys, you will see their motive. Now, by me telling you that the YouTubers are making money, more money, by talking about AMC, now that you know that in your head, now go listen to them. Go listen to these YouTubers that only talk about AMC. I'm telling you guys, you won't listen to them no more. Now that you know that secret, that they're making more money talking about it, you'll see, guys. And like I said, tell you guys all the time, if your main objective isn't to make money in the stock market, well, you came to the wrong place. That's the only reason why I'm here for, guys, to make that dollar, them pesos. Come on, guys, drop me some good tickers, something new. We talked about NAK. There goes a new one. Northern Dynasty. Now, if you've been watching the channel, you have been hearing me preach. Northern Dynasties, buy it, buy it, buy it. Northern Dynasties is going to be a big player. But what else I tell you guys? The risk that comes with this thing. Northern Dynasties is being traded on speculation of the hopes of their Pebble project to be approved this time because it got denied. Okay, they did get over there and break ground, but the United States Army shut it down. Why? Because you know how people feel about Alaska. They want to keep that thing preserved. Okay, but with this infrastructure mandate that is going on across the globe in the top countries with high GDP rates, they are in need of copper right now. And if you think about it, guys, it will be a huge move for America to allow them to do this because America is going to tax the shit out of them for exporting it. So America is going to see some revenue from it. Not only that, Alaska has the most concentrated copper mines, copper deposits, should I say, in the world. Non-touched. Hasn't been touched yet. And the copper right now is highly needed for these EV batteries. Okay, so if NAC can get that approved because they are up for appeal for that decision, if the appeal goes their way, guys, the stock is going to be around $4 to $5. Maybe that day. Okay, now this is a big thing. Now, if the appeal doesn't go their way, I repeat, if it doesn't go their way, NAC will get pushed off the New York Stock Exchange completely. They are banking on this. This is bigger than the FDA approval to them. Okay? This thing will go from 100 to 0 really quickly. The opposite of whatever Drake said. My boy Brandon. Okay, so you bought the alert. So yeah, just hold it, man. Just hold it. Trust me on this one. Please trust me on this one. And look, no lighter. Once it breaks through, once NRBO breaks through, make sure you hop in the comment section on one of the videos and tell everyone that was doubting. Having doubts, really people that is doubting it right now is trading off emotions, guys. Like, this is a reason why I tend to not look at my personal portfolio every day, all day. That is a good exercise to do. Looking at your portfolio I don't care if it's going up, that's going to tempt you to sell it. If it's going down, it's going to tempt you to sell it. Large retail investors, we're going to talk like Warren Buffett's, people like that. You know how often this guy check his portfolio? Quarterly. Why does he check it quarterly? Because he doesn't care about daily movement whatsoever, guys. And I want you guys to get that mindset as well. You got to find the right stock, though. You can't get a crappy stock and look at it quarterly, and then that thing's down 70% the next quarter. Will Opad go back to $20? Over time. I mean, that dip that we see over time, it should. Let's go back to Opad. But yeah, NAC is in a good place, guys. As you can see, it's starting to uptrend from that low, 37 cents. Bam, it's busting up. Now, if we look here at this order flow distribution, first thing I want you to look at this analyst price target with that high being $3.75. That's a lie, guys. We're going beyond that if this thing gets approved. If the appeal gets approved, it's going beyond that. In fact, this was set before they got denied. My phone just died, guys. My phone just died. So, with that being said, phone just died. So, me actually seeing your guys' things is going to take. Give me 3 minutes, guys. I gotta go grab a charger really quick. About to go steal a charger. Okay, guys. Since I am putting my phone on the charger, I need to cut back on. Can you guys please not send any super chats until my phone cut back on? So give it like 5 minutes, guys. Please don't send any super chats because I will not be able to see them. All right. So yeah, like I was saying about NAC, good place, good stock, huge catalyst ahead that can go good and it can go south. One thing about this channel, guys, I tell you about the risk all the time. All the time. In fact, I tell you the risk first because making the wrong calls can hurt people. A lot of people are depending on me and other people to make the right calls. And I want you guys to learn how to do your own I always say do your own due DD. I don't know why, because I'm trying to say due diligence and DD at the same time. So I want you guys to start. I'm going to teach you guys how to do your own due diligence, because a lot of people, when they're doing due diligence on a stock, they forget to compare it to the peers of that industry. Okay, so for instance, I'm looking at CTRM. Let's take a look at CTRM. I've been telling you guys about dry bulk is coming back with a vengeance. Oh, I was about to say CTRM really came back. But dry bulk, for instance, if you're going to look at CTRM, let's look at these financials really quickly. Financials. If you're going to look at the financials of a stock, you have to compare it to its peers. Okay, you can't just look at the stock one-sided, because that's not the only company in the industry. Okay, other companies' news actually affects the whole industry. Okay, so you want to compare it to the number one, for instance, the balance sheet. Okay, the debt to asset. If I'm going to compare this stock, I'm going to look at the whole sector as a whole, and I'm going to compare CTRM to the number one company in that sector as far as the debt to asset go, as well as the closest to the stock. So for instance, we're going to compare it to the number one, tops, and ships. We're going to compare it all, guys, if I'm thinking about CTRM, because you can't forget its pairs. Okay, that gives you a huge indicator. That will tell you which one the better buy, which one has the better balance sheet. Because if you only look at one company and not its peers, guys, you may, in fact, be picking the wrong one. So with that being said, guys, take that into consideration. Another tip for you guys that will make you a better trader, guys. I just don't want guys to rely on me. I want to rely on you guys sometimes. You know, sometimes you guys drop tickers in here all the time. You guys give me homework. Sometimes I like what I see and I go with it, guys. So it's a two-way street, guys. This is a community. I appreciate everyone that comes out to these videos. I don't know why I say come out like it's a concert, but actually tap in these videos, guys, and actually listen to what I have to say, man. Like a month ago, guys, this channel wasn't big at all. A month ago, it was under 10,000 subscribers. And guess what? We did all this without talking about hype stocks. We wasn't following any hype. We made actually good calls, and that is why the channel is growing. Making good calls. I'm actually giving out good techniques. Actually trying to teach and not preach. Okay, guys? So, I love all the camaraderie I see here. Anytime people tend to comment something bad, guys, you guys get on their neck. You tell them how it is. And I love that about you guys. Like I said, this might not be the biggest channel. This might not be the biggest financial channel. It might not be the best financial channel. But this channel does have the best subscribers. And with that being said, guys, I appreciate it, man. I really do. But back to the talking back. back to the topic at hand, guys. We're gonna take a look here at SDC once again. You know, you guys at the Discord is like SDC fanatics right now. Now, Smile Direct is being pounded on overall, as you can see here, guys. But overall, though, SDC bandwagon hasn't even started yet. Okay, the bandwagon hasn't even started yet. All right. Now my phone just came on, guys. I'm pulling up the chat right now, so I can actually communicate with you guys. Because right now, if you ask me, I'm talking to myself. Really talking to myself. All right, guys. We're currently sitting at 138 people in this chat. My boy, hold on, let's look at these thumbs up. Let's check out 199. Who's going to be the 200 thumbs up? Hurry up, guys, and comment. Hurry up and hit it in the live chat. Who's going to be that 200 thumbs up? Let's see. Rush it. Who's going to be number 200? If you're 200, drop it in the live chat. We got 11 thumbs down. I'm shooting for some more. I'm shooting for some more thumbs down. I wonder, can I say the wrong thing? It's going to make people give me a thumbs down. But let's talk about Rhea. Thanks, Rhea. Rhea just sent us $2.79. Guys, this, and one thing about this channel, it's crazy. We have people from Australia, Europe, Canada, China. A lot of people came from China because I'm on Moomoo. Does any of you guys trade on the Moomoo platform? I'm on there as well. You can follow me on there. Wallstreetbets, of course. I'm on Webull as well, guys. Wallstreetbets, of course. AEHL. Shout out to Rhea for that. Oops, stop it. AEHL. Who was the 200, guys? We just spiked to 213 really quickly, so I want to know who was the 200. If you hit that thumbs up and you saw 200, that was you. If you was the 200, thumbs up. And oh yeah, guys, for everyone that's new, we're going to be having tonight's video is going to have the MacBook raffle info in the description. Okay, so if you want to win that MacBook Pro, guys, all you got to do is click that description and join and get you a raffle ticket. Each raffle ticket is only $25, and you can get as many tickets as you want. Okay, depending on how it goes, guys, we're going to be raffling off a PlayStation 5 as well as an Xbox Series X for Christmas. I know a lot of us have kids, and those type of things are hard to get. And I know that'll make a very, very big smile on the kid's face, guys. So I like to give things away, man. But we're going to talk about AEHL. Antelope. Only thing about Antelope, guys, is the value. That's it. Antelope has a very low free float. Okay. Always a low turnover rate. But looking here at the order flow distribution from today, not too much movement. Those are very low numbers. The only thing I have concerned about AEHL is the volume. Now, the volume is getting lower and lower overall. Look here at that 1 minute chart for today, though. Very spotty trading, which lets us know it was low in volume. XOS is up. Another major buy alert I put out there. Just reading your comments really quickly, guys. You know, I just turned on the phone. But again, thanks, Rhea, for that $2.79. Looking here at the estimated borrow fee is 57.50%, which is cool. What about SNMP. I got you, Mark. I got you, Mark. Since I was fucking wailing on you so much, I got you. You deserve it, man. Took the criticism the right way. Didn't take it the wrong way. So yeah, man. We're gonna talk about which stock you say, Mark. Mark, put it again. I lost it. Put that ticker you want again, Mark. Anyway, very spotty trading. Very spotty trading, low volume. As you can see here, 52-week high compared to the 52-week low. We're closer to the 52-week low, but if we look back at this day chart again, as you can see here, this thing is just steady bouncing off those support levels. Okay, steady in that area. Okay, we tend to not drop too far. We haven't dropped under $2.61 recently. Okay, Mark, I see it. SNMP. I got you, Mark. I got you, brother. But we haven't dropped under those levels recently, which is a good sign for antelope. But my only concern is the volume, guys. The volume is getting shorter, and we see it going up and down. We don't see any stagnant trading on low value. Okay, so with that being said, this thing can continue to drag out like it is doing, a low downtrend that I'm foreseeing here in antelope as of now. Only thing it needs is value. Okay, if volume comes in on this thing, we will see candles like this, but reverse greens. Okay, my man's Mark wants to talk about. Dang, you guys started following me on Webull pretty quickly. And all you guys, if you do want to follow me on Twitter, it's Head of Wall Street, Head of WSB, SNMP. Now, looking at this stock though, Infrastructure LP. Now I don't know anything about it, so I got to brief myself really quick. Energy, fossil fuels, oil, gas related equipment. So it's something like Record. Focus on acquisition, development, ownership, and infrastructure. Crucial transition of energy supply, lower carbon sources. Okay, so this is going to be a big player in the green and the switch to green. Okay. The switch for green, though, this thing isn't a trade, Mark. This is an investment, long term. Okay, this is something I will hold long term. If we look here at that free float, just blew my wig back. That free float just blew my wig back, bruh. Now, this is what I'm talking about, Mark. Give us some of these plays, man. I like that free float. Low turnover rate. I like what the company does, but let's take a look at Bam Bam Financials. Well, that just went from 0 to 100 real quick, guys. That just changed everything. Looking at this, I mean, total liabilities is outweighing the total assets by a lot. And the debt to asset is pretty high, extremely high. I know on Webull's mobile app, it gives you the peer comparison on these type of indicators. It's not giving it to me on here, but that debt to asset is very, very concerning. Now, that tells us their ability to pay back their debt. So most likely this company revenue is quite low. Let's take a look at it. Like I said, quite low. Now, year over Q2 2020. It's not looking good for the year over or the previous quarter. here. But things can turn around, guys. Remember, we're just in the first step of this infrastructure bill. Okay, so this company can be, in fact, about to change its course. Let's see the cash flow really quickly. Decent cash flow. I want to catch their operating income. Operating income is getting lower, so they're doing something. But the only thing I'm concerned about, Mark, is the balance sheet. That's it. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. I like what the company does. The company is actually in a good position to do a lot. Company is actually in a position to do a lot. Okay, moving forward, but this thing is an investment, Mark. I wouldn't try to do a trade on it because you will cut yourself short. This is an investment. We know what this company is about. It's about the future, all right? It's about the future, and I do strongly believe to invest and not trade this thing. I'll go long on it. Keep going up, XOS. Bro, I think you bullshitting on XOS, bro. Oh, he's not. Oh, he's not. Let's check out XOS really quickly. Another major buy alert I put out there, by the way. I'm looking at a that free float is so small. Very low free float. Not free float, turnover rate. And the free float. It's gotten a little bit smaller since I made the major buy alert. Actually, a little bit over 8 million shares. Because this thing was at a 1-to-4 ratio, I remember. It was only 1/4 of the free float out there. And now it's got even smaller. So people holding into their chest right now, guys. So if you did take that XOS buy alert, you may shout outs to you guys. Estimated borrow fee being a mere 36%. You got, where's these thumbs down coming from? Who are you people? I don't know, man. Y'all crazy. I mean, we're going to see both sides of the field, though. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. But if you disagree with me, just say it. Say it in the comment section. You ain't got to drop the thumbs down. Tell me in the comment section what you disagree on. What do you disagree on, man? I was on the speech and debate team, so we can talk about it. Talk about what you disagree. Just don't. I want to know what you disagree. What did I say wrong? Am I forgetting to mention something? Because if I forgot to mention something, guys, you can tell me something I don't know. But looking here at XOS, estimated borrow fee, it is in our favor. Okay, seeing that 52-week high being $16 and that 52-week low being $5.65. Risk versus reward is still in our favor, guys. And as you can see here, free flow is looking very appealing. Take a look here at the analysis on the order flow distribution, guys. No scales whatsoever on the large. Meaning, if we see a large scale coming to this thing any day now, this thing is going to jump. Now, let's take a look at the day chart and see whether we will see a red. Oh, man. Okay. Side now, look. We go back to this, guys. We see the stagnant trading. It's hard for you to see it right now. See the stagnant trading? Okay, a lot of stagnant trading. I tell you guys all the time. Anytime you see some stagnant trading like this, guys, it means one or two things. We're going to break through or break down. In this case, it broke down. Okay? Tried to start buying back again. It broke down again. But we didn't hit those low levels, $5.65, and we're starting to go back up in price, which yells out the green light. Yells out the green light right now, guys, but I wouldn't just go all in on it right now, guys. Let's see what a cute few days brings. Okay, I put this major buy alert. It was at $5.76. No, it was at $5.96. My bad, $5.96. Looking here at my phone, looking at the old videos, $5.96. Currently up right now, but that is nothing right now. It's nothing right now. Nothing to get overexcited about. But looking here at this market cap, like I was telling you guys before, this isn't a small cap stock. Okay, this is actually worth over $1 billion. 1.25 to be exact. SDC option entry. Thoughts on SDC call 20, 10, 15, 21. What's your at 20% IV? All right, we're gonna talk about that, my boy Jason. We'll get in detail with that with you, man. Stacking 9mm says most stocks cooling down because of the upcoming FOMC meeting uncertainty. Yeah, I seen that. I seen that, guys. I did see that. Yeah, I was seeing that article. Now, looking at this though, guys, on XOS, seeing this downtrend, now it's up. Do not jump the gun right now. Do not try to buy at this $7.71 high. Okay, wait till it retracts. Okay, or try to buy at the pre-market drop that we tend to see here a lot. That will be your best bet instead of just jumping on this train right away, because you might just get caught buying at the wrong place. My boy Matt talking about WTER. We went over WTER right now, man. We're going to do the SDC to close. You already know. Trader by day. If you're a trader by day, what are you by night? I just want to know. If you're a trader by day, what are you by night, man? Let us all know here in the comment section. We all want to know. Trader by day, short seller by night, huh? Yeah, we're going to take a look here at SDC soon. Come on, guys. Hit those thumbs up. Something I always learn to scale out profits. When you're up on some positions, especially when it's a few days, weeks before the always cool off. Yup, he's right. My boy stacking 9mm is 100% right. Investor by night, huh? Family man. My boy Gerald is a family man by night. Then rebuy back and lower to add to your core position for a longer term. Yeah, 9mm is correct on that, guys. Let's check these thumbs up, guys. We have 224. Let's see if we can hit 230. Let's see if we can hit 230 before. 230 is too close. Let's see if we can hit 250 by the close, guys. That's 26 thumbs up in 15 minutes. I know we got this one. I know we got this one, guys. Next stock I want to talk to you guys about really quickly is IRNT. IRNT has a huge estimate. Whoa! Guys, I gotta scratch my head on this. I gotta scratch my freaking head on this. Yesterday was 550%. That was extremely high. And to see this thing at 925.71% estimated borrow fee. If this thing so happens to rise tomorrow, because it is finding its way in the swing cycle, if this thing gets above today's open tomorrow, bro, I am 90% sure, not tomorrow, but Monday, I'm 90% sure that hedge funds is going to close out their positions Monday for sure. If this thing can see today's high, which is $37, if we can see $37 Monday at least, hedge funds will be closing their positions, guys. That is extreme number. Okay? That is an extreme number. To see it at 925 and they still didn't buy back those shares, guys, tells you one thing. Short squeezes are hard to achieve, guys, especially when you have 46.85 million shares in the free float. Some stocks have more than that. So, man, that's an extreme number. But back to the topic at hand, guys. 1 minute chart. One minute chart. We do see the 1 minute chart being all right, I'm still looking at the day, guys. My bad. Looking at this 1 minute chart tells us one thing. Tells us one thing in 2 words: selling pressure. All right, market cap is 2.57 billion. This is nothing to play with. Okay, free float is looking scrumptious. Low turnover rate is even looking better. But we check out this order flow distribution really quickly. Large scale order is still weighing heavy overall, but we do see a massive gap between the medium. Now, key reason why I say we don't really look at the medium, guys, is you see that gap should have brought us up in price, but it didn't. What we really pay attention to is the small. But this started, anytime this thing, it really started selling off yesterday, right before the bell. Started to see a downtrend, uptrend right in the market, pre-market, but now it's starting to come down right here in this area, guys. Right at the bell, we see a huge selling motion. Not too much, but it's a selling motion overall. Dropped down all of 32.51, guys, and continued to barrel down. Even came down to $29.12. We're currently seeing buying pressure towards the end, though. Now, if this thing closes above the VWAP, is a huge indicator that this thing might just trend during the aftermarket. And if it does trend through the aftermarket, I'm expecting the trading day to be even hotter Monday. Now, if all goes as planned, I am more than confident that these guys will be buying back those shares with who wants to pay 1,000% every day on the shares that they borrow. That's a lot, guys. That is a lot. Anytime, Sean. Anytime. I got your back. Shorts really getting desperate, but they use the upcoming meeting straight strategically to scare people. Yes. Yes, guys. It is a psychological thing, guys. Stock market is 90% psychological. Okay? If you know what makes the best traders? Bots. Because they have no emotion. Okay? Be a bot. Be a bot when it comes to the stock market, guys. Okay. Major buy alert. Yeah, man. Heck no, it ain't 365. 975 that day. This is what they paid that day for those shares that they are still holding. You have to pay an estimated borrow fee every day. I know. I done shorted a stock before. I know this is going to hurt, but I shorted SOS once upon a time. Made some money. That's ironic. The guy Wallstreetbets is shorting a stock, right? Well, like I told you guys before, if your main objective isn't to make money in the stock market, then you came to the wrong place, because we're going to short stocks. We're going to put puts on stocks. We're going to buy traditional stocks. We're going to buy options calls, puts, shorting, all that, guys. Whatever makes money. All right. We don't discriminate whatsoever. We all about the dollar, guys. When is the second play 1K challenge coming up? Yeah, I'm going to be making an announcement about that, guys. Everyone that is holding Kara, we will be moving on to the second play here pretty soon. But I'm still going to be holding my Kara, guys. It's going to be a double bubble for us. Okay, so the reason why I'm still holding Kara is because I'm not leaving any money on the table. But the next play is going to be much faster. Okay, real quick flip. So if you want to get in on that, guys, don't forget, meet me in the Discord. All right. Now we're going to take a look here at SDC because I know you guys wanted to check the close on SDC. We're under the VWAP. And just slightly concerning. I can close above it. To the moon we go Monday. Meet me in the court. You already know, Pat. What you think about any next week since it's off the FTD list? What do I think about any stock? Next week, I do think any will see a bull week next week. Any is in a good place, man. Any stock is in a good place. They raised money. The 60K mining rig is on the way. They're in a good place, and they didn't go in debt doing that. So, good corporate actions going on. Good corporate decisions is being made in any, guys. That's a big player as well. We got to understand the corporate decisions in these stocks, guys. See if we can get 250 likes before we end this video, guys. We're going to be cutting this one short. I know we tend to run it about 2 hours after the aftermarket, but since we did a lot of talking here, guys, I'm going to cut it off about 20 minutes into the aftermarket, maybe even 10. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're getting close. Looking at that turnover rate, it is appealing so far. Okay. All right, let's take some flash looks at other stocks really quickly while we're getting closer towards the close here. AMC, let's look at AMC's close. We called it on head. AMC is going to see a red day. Let's look at KPLT. KPLT is actually finishing green today. It most likely will. I'm going to take a look at KPL CEI. CEI done took a freaking turnaround, didn't it? But I'm fine with that though, guys. Today high being $1.84. We're currently sitting at $1.69 too. It's the weekend. What do you expect? And looking at this chart right here, I expected that, guys. But Okay, hold on, really quickly, guys. Let's take a look here at these stocks. This thing has picked up. CRVS did pick up towards the end. CRVS is moving, guys. Huge value compared to that. Let's check out WTER really quickly. Water has picked up, guys. WTER did spike up. Like I was telling you, this is one of my favorite penny stocks. Water is picking up towards the end. Let's take a look here at Noro really fast. Noro is picking up. At the close, though, to my surprise, let's look at this. Still downtrending, huh? Back to SDC really quickly, guys. SDC needs to pick it up towards the end. SDC, hopefully this thing could trend. Hurry up and jump over that VWAP, which is highly unlikely. I mean, we need a 10 cents jump right now. Looking at that turnover rate, though, that we're closing at a good turnover rate. A good turnover rate that makes me feel as though that Monday will be even a better day for us in SDC. And like I was telling you guys, the SDC bandwagon hasn't even started yet. Okay? That bandwagon hasn't even started yet. And let's take a brief look here at Ader. Whoa. Ader is in a uptrend at the bell. Looking good, Ader. Let's look at any stock really quickly. Any stock is still, and any is going to close under the VWAP for sure, SDC. And SDC is going to close under the VWAP. Now, with that being said, guys, I'm going to cut this live stream short today. And if you want a chance to win the MacBook, guys, I will be announcing that in tonight's video, as well as in the Discord today. So don't forget Friday's rundown video. It will be coming up shortly, guys. I will see you guys there.